Here are 5 takeaways from our 4-2 win over Wrexham away from home in the round of 16 of the FA Cup. Credit where credit's due. Alejandro Garnacho's performance. Before the game, yesterday, I said, give me a performance like you did against Aston Villa. Carry that into this game, and he did. He got a goal, he was promising, he was lively, he was threatening, he was doing the right things for most of the time. And in general, where a lot of players were off today, he was on, so credit to him. If you've got an opposition defender laughing at you, just take a long, hard look at your life, bro. For the guys who ride out for Pedro Neto week in, week out, they hate his force. GA, he works hard. Hat-trick against Hull City. I want to know what you guys made of his performance today. I'm not even going to go on about it because more or less we all share the same opinion on his performance today. But he should be the first name out the club come summer. The next one as well, who's going band for band on who should be the first one out the exit door in the summer. Because how many times are we going to play Tosin for us to know when you have Tosin in the team, the likelihood of us conceding a goal to not is high. How many goals that we've conceded this season with Tosin playing where we can look back on him chasing a player because he was caught on his blind side? How many pictures, how many videos can we rise up of Tosin running down a player? Why? Because he's always caught out of position. And his recovery pace, GG's. Not good enough for Chelsea Football Club, bro. Not even as a squad player. Back to some positive stuff. Dario Osogu. Hey, because that cameo today, bro, when we saw him in preseason, I think it was against either AC Milan or Leverkusen. I'm pretty sure it's Leverkusen. When we saw him come on and he done his thing, we were like, finally, Caicedo can rest this season. And he just been out injured. But he came on today and he reminded us why we were saying that after watching him against Leverkusen in the preseason friendly. Because his passes, his composure, him driving with the ball, and that assist. We've seen that all the time, or majority of the time from Moises Caicedo, which is a very, very, very underrated trait of his, Moises Caicedo, his ball playing ability. And we saw a wicked assist from Dario Osogu today. Wow. Joao Pedro again. In a game where we were witnessing Delap struggling, even though he done well for the equalizer, Delap struggling, and Mark Guiu coming on and not having a good game. He just came on, bang, goal. Let me just continue my run. I'm in red hot form. My name is Joao Pedro. I said it in the last game where he scored the hat-trick, and I'm saying it again. And we're kind of asking, apart from Kane, which player in Europe, in the world, is better than Joao Pedro on form? I asked this question and people were telling me Benjamin Sesko. I need an ice cream. So that was 5 takeaways from our diabolical 4-2 win over Wrexham. Credit to Wrexham, as I said, credit to them, man, because they came, they set up well, and they actually gave it a go, even with 10 men. We've got PSG on Wednesday in the Champions League away from home. I'm pretty sure we're not going to see a performance like today against PSG. So, yeah, man, as always, up the Chelsea.